Nope. There you go.
Hi guys, it's Brett from FormFlex. Tammy is going to take this Listerine bottle and she's going to make a lamp out of it. Do you have your lampshade?
Not yet.
Okay, so anyway, what she wants me to show you is how to turn this into a lamp, and that is by basically putting the lamp cord and the switch and stuff on the cord so she can use it. Okay, so what you'll need, I'm going to put a online switch on, these little roller switches. Use your lamp cord, your socket, and put a plug in at the end. Couple things to know. Lamp cords will come generally with a side of the wire that has a marker that tells you which side is hot and which side is neutral. Is usually not marked, but sometimes. If you can't figure it out, you'll have to trace your wire back, because what you want to do is make sure that you know how your plug-ins, they have a large side and a small side. The small side is always hot and the large side is always neutral. So when I take this apart, I'm going to make the hot go to this side, and I'm going to make the neutral go to this side. All right, so let's get started. So you're going to have to figure out how much length you want on your lamp cord. I'm really not going to cut this, because once I put it together, we're just going to have to take it apart so she can make her project. So I'm just going to pretend like I cut this. Here's one end and here's one end. All right. So first of all, what we have to do is get a hole in our bottle, and since Tammy is close by, I can ask her where she wants her hole. Does she want it in the side? Does she want it in the back so it won't be seen, or
Probably in the back.
in the
I
back?
think. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm using some of these little nylon washers. If I can get them out of here. And the reason I use that is because when I put this through, I don't want it to be cut by the plastic. So I'll put the nylon washer on and in the hole, and we'll glue it into the hole. So first I need something to drill a pilot hole. And there goes a light.
You don't want that light anyways.
I don't want that light. You can measure it, you can eyeball it. I've done this for a lot of years, so I'm a pretty good eyeballer. So I'm going to take.
Elaine says, "Hi, Tammy."
Hello.
I'm going to take and put a hole, a pilot hole, where it looks like it's about middle.
Yes, Terry, that is a mouthwash container. That is a Listerine bottle.
Well, this is the toughest plastic in the world, I guess. There we go. And I'm going to come up to the size that I need that matches this little spacer. Didn't really cut a really clean hole, but you can see my spacer is going to go right in that hole.
Or you thought?
Yeah, it will. This is really flimsy, so the spacer will go in the hole. I have a bunch of plastic that's in the way. That's
Do you want a pair of scissors?
No, I'm really not going to glue it in, so.
Okay.
But anyway, so the spacer will go in the hole. You can see I'm starting to put it through, and we'll just glue it in. All right, next thing. So we'll pretend like this is glued into the hole. We want to run our wire in, and I know a lot of you are wondering, well, how's that going to stand up? Well, Tam will probably put some weight in the bottom of it in the form of either rock or some kind of, you could use a little bag of mixed concrete or whatever you want, or cement.
I'm going to use rocks from the dollar store.
Okay.
I'm just going to weight it with that.
And then if you have big meat hooks like mine, you can't grab wires.
Do you need some help?
I'm going to give it to somebody that can get their little hands in there.
You want to show him this one? You can kind of
So
show
here's what she's going to actually do with it.
See, tell him what that is. That's
Well,
not completely finished.
You have to tell them what it is, because I'm.
That's a ketchup container, empty ketchup bottle, and turn it around. And you can see I'm actually going to make this into a lamp too. I'm not completely finished with it, and it will be up high. And then you can show them, turn the lampshade. You guys, I think I paid like 50 cents for the lampshade at the Goodwill or something. And the lampshade that I'm thinking about using on the one that Brett's working on now is this larger. Here you go. There's a larger
right here.
lampshade.
And Terry says, "Oh, how cool is that?"
Yeah, just with an empty ketchup
it?
bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
So this will be this one,
Yeah, kind of like that.
and I'm sure there's going to be a ton more embellishments on this one.
Yeah, I'm going to do pigs. Through those
Pigs?
Yeah, pigs
Okay.
and decapons.
All right. Right up my alley.
Because we can make it look like you can make that empty scope bottle, you can make that look like a book is what my thought is.
Okay, so back to this guy. We know that this marked one is hot and this one is neutral. On pretty much every one of these things you're going to get, there's going to be a silver screw and a brass screw. The brass screw is always hot. Okay? Same with the plug. The brass is hot, the silver is neutral. So I find my hot. Now I didn't strip this, but I'll show you how to do that right now at the other end. It's very, very simple.
It's right there, knife.
You can just take the knife that I don't have,
What do you mean?
just the Olfa knife or any kind of knife, kitchen knife, I don't care. Steak knife, that's perfect. And there's a groove between, all I do is I just put my knife at the very end of it and start it, and then you can split it like that. So on this wire, this particular wire, the hot side has writing all the way down on that one side. So I know that this is the hot side. Several ways you can strip wire. Simplest way is a pair of wire strippers. And this is 18 gauge wire, and I don't know if you can see this, but if you look on here, it'll say 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So you find the corresponding number, and also on this wire, it'll say what size it is. So this is 18. So I just come to my little 18, which is right there, and I want to strip about 1/2 inch. Clamp it, pull it off, that easy. Now if you don't have one of those fancy little tools, then twist it up. You
Twist.
can twist up the wire.
Oh,
It's all
okay.
frayed. So I just make it into a nice, easy workable piece. If you don't have the fancy stripper, you can take your knife and you can just roll it. Roll it like this. And then this will pull right off. Like I said, it'll pull right off. Unless you don't cut all the way through. And the reason it's not going all the way through is because I don't want to cut through the wire. So I'm kind of being gentle with it. There we go. Okay. And now it'll,
Maybe.
well, I keep breaking my fingernail. There it is.
They said
Twist it up.
Lamp 101 class is very educational.
Well, good. I'm definitely your person for 101s. All right, so now I have my wire stripped. I have my hot wire with the writing on it on this side and my neutral wire on this side.
See how it goes in and out.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is, I just showing you how to strip it. This is the cord end. Let's go back to our socket end.
Hi, Kathy. Kathy Sping says hello.
Hello.
Hi, Kathy Spang. I hear a lot about you, but we've never met, so hi. I gotta get this fingernail that I just broke off my finger. All right. So, hot. Like I said, the hot is the brass. So we back out this little nut right here. Take your hot side. And before you do any of this stuff, you want to make sure you poke it through the base of the socket.
Kathy Spank said she meant you in Arizona. You did. You meant her in Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah, at the Pinners Conference.
I remember. I remember everyone.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So make sure you put the base of the socket on first or you'll be in trouble. All right, so we're back to our hot wire. Now I just put a little curl in it.
She says LOL.
And then set it over the top of your wire and then just tighten it up.
So that's pretty easy.
Very, very simple. There's one. This is the neutral side. Make our little curl. Back out the screw. And then just tighten it up. Okay. So this guy will only go in this one way. So I can push it in, but it won't go down until I turn it just right. If I turn it the wrong way, it won't go on. So you have to turn it just right. Make sure that this cardboard insulation is in the inside. All right, so then that's that guy. I'm not going to push them together because they're really hard to get apart. So this will be ending up glued on, and our wire will pull back. We'll glue this on, so that end is in essence finished. All right, the other end. So again, we know that the side with the writing on it is hot. The side with no writing is neutral. Now, I don't know if you can see the writing on the wire.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mhm.
so that shows me that side's the hot side. Or whatever side you choose for it to be. It could be hot or neutral, which is whatever you decide. This one already came marked as hot, so that's what it is. These type of plugs are super simple. They have a little spacer, and you take that spacer out.
You want to show it up close when you're...
Sorry.
Yeah. See?
There's a little spacer that goes inside here. You take the spacer out, and then you have your neutral and your hot. You just pull it off to the side, and it pulls right out. There's my neutral, and there's my hot. Same thing with this. Back your screw out. Now remember, the brass is the hot, the silver is the neutral. Back your screw out.
Carrie says,
Fine.
will I be able to save this video for future reference?
Find your,
She should be able to.
pardon me?
She wants to be able to save this video for future reference. Yeah.
That's above my pay grade. I don't know about that stuff. All right, so I found my hot side. I'm putting my little curl in it. And onto my post. Tighten it up. And I don't know if you guys noticed that is what I'm doing is I always, whichever way the screw turns to tighten is the way I put the curl on. Because if I put the curl the other way, when I try to tighten it, it pushes the wire out. So does that make
That's
sense?
good.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah.
You want to show that up close?
Okay, so this screw I tighten clockwise. So I want my curl to be on this side. If I put the curl on the other side, the end of the wire, when I tighten, it pushes it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? All right. So I'm going to just make sure it's tight. And then the same with our neutral side. Little curl. Got the screw out.
Oh, Kathy's Spain. Hey, Kathy, thank you so much for letting her know how to save that.
So glad you know what you're doing.
What are we saving?
She says the 3 dots at the top right, click that, and then a menu will pop up. Click save this video.
All right.
Thank
so
you.
I have a brand new post that's kind of messed up. Looks like the screw has been stripped, but I can still make it work. Okay, so again, I'm going to be turning this clockwise, which is this direction. So I'm going to put my wire on so it has the tail on the top. So when I tighten it, it pulls the wire down rather than pushing it out. Hopefully it'll tighten. Like I said, it feels like it's stripped. It's really hard to tighten. But you get the gist of it. I hope I can get it to tighten. Sorry I'm blocking everything, but I got to grab onto this thing. All right, I think I got it. All right, so there we go. My hot and my neutral. All right, so now you don't do what I just did because you can't get these in through the bottom. All right, let me do this quickly.
Don't shank your finger.
Yeah. So what I've done is I put this all together without running it through the plug.
But you did it on purpose, right?
Yeah, I
so
did
that
on
you could
purpose.
see it better.
I think it was just that excitement of finally meeting Kathy Spang that made me forget about this. Okay, you got to push it through first. Hey, look at that. Here I go. All right, so now we go back to hot. It's right here.
She's sending
Girl.
laughing faces.
Oh boy.
See, the lives are not that easy.
Kathy says, good one. See, there's no mistakes, just
And
happy accidents.
Yeah.
You guys, it's not like he hasn't done this 1,000 times. I mean, he's a contractor, so.
Yeah. And
Brenda says, oops, I didn't mean to touch the laughing emoji. Sorry, I have fat fingers. Brenda, we all struggle with it. It's no big deal.
in the 40 years that I was a contractor, I've never done this.
Right.
All right, so here we go again. Try this again. And this little buzzard. This guy was the problem one. All right. Gosh, I think it's I've just never been on TV before.
Is that what it is? Stage fright?
Yeah, stage fright.
Oops. I didn't know
Elaine says our Kathy has that effect on people. Yes, she does.
All right, here we go again. Try to get this thing back on here. All right, there they are. So we're gonna go stick them back in, and they should snap right in there. But like everything else, it's not working.
Why would it make it easy?
Yeah. Why would it be easy?
Well, you know.
She got the old-fashioned plug.
Yeah.
The kind that you just...
It's really not that hard. It's just I like to make things look more difficult than they really are.
Of course you do.
There we go. Hopefully. All right.
Can you show him the inside, what that looks like? Up
Let me-
close.
let me-
Okay.
Spread them apart a little bit here. I don't recommend doing that. Yeah, I can't get it to snap down.
Terry says that's a man thing.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, these are generally they're super simple. I don't know why this one is being so difficult.
Kathy says, funny how things you've done a million times become more difficult once the camera starts rolling. Ain't that the truth?
Don't make me come to your house. Yeah, I really can't figure out why this isn't just snapping right in. Huh. I just couldn't tell you.
So then what would you do? Get that to snap right in and then...
No, I would just go buy another one. I don't know what, I can't tell what the deal is. Great live, huh? All right, so let me see if let me try one more time here if I take it all apart again. Take it out and see if I can get it to go in.
Yeah, that's just so weird.
Yeah, these things are really, they're super simple. I don't know why it's just not popping right in. Maybe it doesn't like me. I think that's it. I think it just doesn't like me.
Something that requires smaller fingers?
No, it's just not, it's not snapping in.
Oh, well.
What's there a groove that fits in?
What's that?
Is there a groove inside that fits in?
Yeah, there's a little,
Mhm.
a little depression. Kind of like I'm feeling right now. A little depression.
She says,
Dumb question. Does it make any difference which side you snap them into?
No, it's identical on both sides. But I can't tell you why it's not just going right in and snap is really not.
Because you want it to.
Yeah.
That's why it's not working. Because you need it to.
Yeah. But I do have another type of plug if I have to.
so what he's doing now, he's reattaching the wire again. It almost looked like the screws were too long, huh?
No, I mean, it's made for it. I took them out of there, so it should just go right back in.
Somebody just said something.
Just pretend it worked, Terry says.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just pretend. And then you'll be...
I wish I could have done that when I was a contractor.
Right?
Just pretend, yeah. All right, let's try this one more time.
One squeakiest board in your whole kitchen.
Is it going in this time, it looks like?
It's trying to, but then it stops.
That is so weird.
It really is. And I can't see if there's an issue. Sure, it certainly doesn't look like there's an issue.
Well, you guys, maybe you don't want to make a
don't wanna
lab.
do
Maybe
this.
you don't want to do this. It should have been really easy.
Yeah, that's just craziness.
So then you want to just show them how it should go on, and maybe after you get off of here and mess with it,
I
then
can
we can,
figure it out.
yeah, figure out why it won't go and maybe write why it wouldn't go. We can take pictures of it.
Yeah, I can't tell you. What if I just do one of them? Will that do anything? Oh, one doesn't go either. All right. So are we pretending?
Yeah, we're pretending at this point, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
anyway, after you have success doing this, this little guy
Goes right back.
goes back in here, and when you push it down, it snaps everything into place. All right, so that was a real awesome example. All right, there's another plug over there. I can still make this work.
Where is it?
Oh, I know where it is. In my living room on the side table, next to where my chair is. Yeah, it's sitting there in a package. It's an old style. Can you sing or something, Tim?
Yeah, right. Well, you could put your rocks in before you put the top part on. And you could also, what I think I'm going to do with this is I'm going to extend that light part. Here's the new
There
one,
you go.
Brett. Okay, now this one should work, huh?
This is a different style. Yeah, hopefully it'll work. This one, my house is really old. It's 115 years old. So none of the outlets are grounded, so they're only two-prong. Some of them I've changed and grounded them, so that's why I have this. And so this is just a different style. Still has, see how this one has two brass ones? Because it doesn't matter. I mean, really, as you all know, if you have a plug that has two prongs that are even size, it doesn't matter if you plug it in this way or you plug it in this way. It still works. It's alternating current. All right. So I'll just do this one instead and make sure I put my
Make sure you put your housing on first.
put my wire through first. So again, it's not going to matter which side I put it on because it'll go in the plug either way.
This looks like it's a lot easier, just the old kind.
The old kind, they're easy, but they're, you know, they don't distinguish between a hot and a neutral. So there's one side. But at least you have all the information about how to correctly hook it up if you do have one side of your prong is bigger than the other side. Okay. That quick, that easy. And again, if you got great big meat hooks like I do.
I was like, until you have monster hands.
And you just tighten these screws up and it sucks the plug down. And there you go.
And you're done.
There's your plug. So that's how easy this other one should have been. All right, so I've got the outlet or the socket hooked up. I got the plug hooked up, and now we want to make sure, but there's no on and off switch. So that's what this little guy is. These inline switches are very simple as well. And when I take it apart, I'll show you how they work. So,
This makes it so nice, so if you're plugging it in behind something, you can just reach and
yeah, and
turn
just
it off and on.
do the little roll switch.
Mm-hmm.
So on these, they have little teeth that come down. So what they'll do is if you can see the little tooth right there and right there, they pinch into the wire and they make a connection. So in order for it to work, you have to cut the wire. So it'll basically, it's on, and then if you cut the wire, it's always off. But those two prongs will go in this side of the wire that you cut and this side of the wire that you cut. And when you turn the switch on, it makes a connection. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Tam, I'm gonna put this like up here somewhere.
Okay, that's good. Yeah,
Okay.
because that's where I'll use it.
Okay, so we want to split this wire, and again, right between the two. See how I just pulled up on it and it split it?
Right, can you come more towards the center? There you go.
Yeah, sorry about that. And I don't want to make it bigger than this thing. So I split my wire, and then I'm going to cut it. And generally you'll do the hot side, but it really doesn't matter because, like I said, it's alternating current. And there it is. Now you have to look and see where the little prongs are. So when I put this on here, the prongs are going to be on this side over here. So you see how this is set up. So it has a place for the wire to travel through on one side.
We're trying to get a closer shot.
Sorry about that.
Nope, we're right above your hands.
And a place for the wire that's cut on the other side. Once I get it here in here, I'll show you. Okay, so that's kind of how it goes. The wire that's cut is on this side. The one that travels through is on the other side. Then all you have to do is put this back together and screw it together and you're done. Everything is going so well. All right, so it goes like that.
Can you hold that up to the camera, maybe, Brett?
You see it okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now pop it back out of there. So then we take our this guy. He goes right here. And then as I push it together, it pierces the cut wire and it'll create that connection. So okay, and so that was the inline switch.
Okay. Cool.
I got a little tight.
There we go.
Okay. So we'll see with all these problems if it worked. Did you plug that in over there?
Mm-hmm.
So it's plugged in, and that tells me there's power, but not on this side. So when I turn it on, oh boy, what a great day. Now that's not working. Great.
Okay, well, anyway.
All right. This has been a great, great live. I really am having a great time here. So go ahead and unplug it.
You mean you don't want to get shocked?
Yeah.
You don't want to make it even better?
I really don't know why this isn't working, because it all should. It's pierced. It's pierced. I can't tell you why it's not working.
What if you try a light bulb?
There's no power going past the switch. So I could use a light bulb, but it still wouldn't work. So this is actually doing exactly what it's supposed to do as far as how it's put together. I don't know why it's not working. Either the prong that pierces the wire to complete the connection isn't touching the wire because the prong bent or something. But I don't know. Let's plug it in one more time. See if we got lucky.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we
There
have
you
power.
go.
Okay.
What's that? Let's see.
Yeah, so now it's making a connection. All right, well, at least I got part of it to work. So anyway, so that would be how you do that. I am really sorry. It's really not as difficult as I made it. I think I was just unlucky on the pieces that I bought. So anyway, so when it's completed, then we will show you all the finished. I'm not sure.
The light bulb. I was going to get a light bulb.
Oh, grab a light bulb.
Where is it?
Off my kitchen. So Tam's grabbing a light bulb. And on the shelf down below the toaster, I think they're down there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this has been a really, really fun life for me. My first one ever. Failure.
Yeah.
She's got a light bulb here. Is it still plugged in?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, what a great deal. All right, I will figure out what's going on. I'll fix it and I'll show you guys. All right, I don't know what to say. Nothing's
Don't
working.
share the video, right?
Yeah,
There you
don't
go.
don't share the video. Yeah, it is plugged in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Can you
now
clip it again?
I have power on both sides. I have power here,
Maybe
But I
it's a burnout light bulb.
or maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a bad socket. I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know. I can't tell
All
you.
right.
I don't know. I mean, I have power. There's power. So anyway, we'll just
We'll
I'll
keep
give-
you posted.
Yeah, I'll give it. I'll take some pictures of it on and off, so you know that I'm not a complete idiot. All right. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want me to show you some other things to screw up, just let me know. All right. Thanks.